Today's rule of retirement is looking at the rule of 100. And so most people have heard of this, but in case you haven't, we want to talk through this. And so this has traditionally been used in a lot of brokerage circles as what you should balance between stocks and bonds. So what you do is you take the number 100 and you subtract your age, and that tells you how much money you should have in either stocks or bonds. So let's use an example here where we have someone who is 60 years old. They subtract their age from 100, and that tells them you should have 40% of your money in stocks, 60% of your money in bonds. So obviously, the younger that you are, the more different that this looks. You know, if you're 20 years old, that means you should have 80% of your money in stocks and 20% in bonds. And so as we look at this, the problem that a lot of people are experiencing today is bonds have not made a lot of money, cash is not making a lot of money, and so there's an overexposure in stocks in many portfolios that exceeds this rule of 100 recommendation. Now what we believe is that when we look at this category, the rule of 100 can be useful or it cannot be, depending on what you want your risk to be. Because we firmly believe once you reach retirement, you are now in a position where you should decide how much risk you want to take. You shouldn't be told that you have to take more risk than you really want to. So a lot of what we look at is really taking into consideration some recommendations of stock market, but if we land on, let's say you are 70, you do want 30% of your money in the stock market. Instead of dumping 70% of your money in bonds, we have to put 70% in areas that are going to allow you to take less risk. And that's not always bonds, but maybe some type of fixed index annuities, maybe some alternatives with real estate investments, allowing us to diversify out that 70%, because if bonds lose money at the same time stocks do, you have 100% of your money that's now lost. And so if we provide diversification in here and we're in a position where we allow less risk in a portfolio, we can have more advantageous time in retirement, and we can have more consistency and hopefully more success.